tunnel. 5-inch open air intake. It has a granddad that did some rallying. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Martin and you join me for a drive with this 2026 Audi RS3. So this is the latest model year and it's been already tuned, or modified I should say, by the guys at BTM Turbo. So the car still has a locked ECU, so they cannot get in the software of the car. They are working on that, but for now they have treated us with plug and play solutions, modifications like this exhaust. So this is an OPF back exhaust and it's TUV approved, so it's completely legal. I mean, you wouldn't say when you listen to it because it's just gorgeous. And what we also have is a KW V3 suspension setup, so the car is much more alive in a dynamic sense. And we also have a 5-inch open air intake, so there's loads to talk about and loads to experience today. I have the most beautiful B-road waiting for you guys. I have tunnels, I have the Autobahn, I have everything to sell you this RS3 and its modifications. Well, I'm not here to sell anything, but I do think this is a celebration of what we like, and the fact that we can still have this in 2026 is just amazing, I feel like. So let's start with the exhaust. So as I said, it's completely OPF back, completely legal. As you can see, there's quad tips actually on the inside, so a smaller one and a bigger one, which is a recipe they use at BTM. Not sure why that is exactly, but apparently that's part of the reason why they can get such a good sound from it. And then we have these Wheel Force lightweight 19-inch wheels with Sport Contact 7s around that, so that's really nice. We have the steel brakes today, and we have the Sable matte carbon fiber bucket seats. Absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, it's the facelift model. If you haven't seen our review of the facelift model on the Autobahn hitting top speed, go check it out in the top right corner. What a beautiful evening it is. Absolutely gorgeous. So this is their 5-inch open air intake. So this is all 5-inch carbon fiber. Here's the filter. Yeah, I'm not a technician. I think you can tell that's the filter. And then it flows into this 4-inch turbo inlet pipe, so everything is a lot larger, so you get a lot of spool up, and the sound that comes with it is absolutely insane. They also use some heat isolation underneath the intake right here, because in the past they experienced that the heat coming from the engine made the clear coat on the carbon fiber a bit yellow, so they now have a solution for that. So now let's go and experience it, because I've already recorded some lovely sounds with the car, with the modifications. So let's turn off everything we don't like the lane keep assist, and turn on everything we do like performance mode. Yeah. And what we also don't like is this speed assistant. We don't need that. There we go. Valves open, that's also something we do like. And my personal preference, the classic dials. So as you can hear, you can get some magical turbo sounds from this car because of the modifications. You can definitely hear that intake. It's probably as loud as the exhaust. Really cool. And that KW set, wow. I mean, the steering is still a bit numb, like with nearly every Audi, but The response of the car, of the chassis, is just amazing with that KW V3. Now this is my explanation of why we don't like electric cars. You will never get into an emotional connection with an electric car because you don't feel like it's alive. And with this, oh, because of that magical engine, the 2.5 litre turbocharged 5-cylinder, you feel like there's something living underneath there, something fire breathing, rumbling. It has a granddad that did some rallying. Ah, lovely pop from the exhaust. It's just sensational, really. Wow, it is truly incredible. Oh, little tunnel. Let's open the rear windows, put the gearbox into sport mode, turn ESC into sport mode. Let's do a little rumble. For some reason I just don't care about the fact that it doesn't have a power upgrade. I don't even remember the power. What is it? 400? 400, let's call it that. 400 horsepower. I don't care about that number. It's all about the driving experience, not about the actual performance with this. This is why we like cars. Yes, we are simple creatures, us petrol heads, but we just have to embrace the fact that we are. It just makes life so much easier. We like things that make sound and make us feel alive and give us that fizz, that tingle. I mean, I'm doing 60% of the speed limit right now. And I get all these lovely noises. I can do some intake sound, I can make it do some exhaust sound. I'm having a good time sitting behind a truck. Let's just agree that all the shit cars, 80% of cars out there are just generic and shit, let's be honest. Let's exchange those for electric cars and the whole world is happy, and us with the 20% cool cars with cool engines. Let us just enjoy it. Let us have that little niche in the car market. I think everyone would be happy with that. I don't plan to transfer my career to Brussels, but if I would, that would be my agenda. And what I also did for you guys is fold down the rear seats so we have even more sound. Little free modification. Oh, that actually makes it quite a bit louder. That's good. Let's go for auto mode for the gearbox. honestly, you don't need to do an OPF delete or a different downpipe with this car. It's absolutely fine like this. It sounds really, really good. Apparently, the car industry can overcome anything, like OPFs. Little kick down right there. There we go. We do have some space. That's a fast car. 281. Yeah, would love ceramics right now. Really beating on those steel brakes right there. Okay, let's do a 1-gear pull. Let's do 5th gear, then we can hear that turbo spool up throughout the rev range. Okay, here we go. 5th gear, full throttle. There we go. Oh, it's so nice. I like 5 cylinders. Absolutely perfect, really. Just simple molds, an intake and an exhaust, and it just comes to life. Well, the KW also does its job very, very well. Oh, what a good car, what great modifications. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you at the next video. Subscribe to the channel by clicking right here. Go check out this video, this playlist. See you at the next one.